My name is Julie Sternberg, and I'm here to talk about my book, Like Pickle Juice on a Cookie. It tells the story of a girl named Eleanor. Eleanor's parents both work all the time, and her whole life, Eleanor has had a babysitter named Bibi. She adores Bibi. But one day, Eleanor's parents come to her, and they tell her that Bibi is moving away. She has to move to Florida because her dad is sick. Eleanor is not happy about this news. And so the book tells the story of how she manages to move past that sad goodbye. I think I'll always remember the moment that I started writing this book. I was in the front seat of my car, and my husband was sitting next to me. He was driving, and our two daughters were in the back seat. And my husband and I were both working really hard as lawyers at the time, and we had a babysitter for our kids named Bibi, and she had just told us that she was moving away. So we were all very, very, very sad, and we had gotten in the car and we thought, okay, we'll drive somewhere and we'll make ourselves feel better. We'll go somewhere just to distract us. So we got in the car, and the problem was that our girls would not let us take them anywhere. Everything we suggested reminded them of Bibi. So we couldn't go swimming because swimming reminded them of Bibi, and we couldn't go biking because biking reminded them of Bibi, and we couldn't go eat pizza because their favorite pizza restaurant reminded them of Bibi. And I thought, this is horrible. We'll never get through this. This is just terrible. And then a tiny little part of me thought, I wonder if there's a story here. Is there a story here? So my daughters are in the back seat. They're crying. My husband is sitting next to me. He's saying, I'm driving. I can't just keep driving in circles. We have to decide where to go. And I sang, would you hold on a moment? And I reached down into my bag, and I got my notebook and a pen, and I started writing, and I wrote the first pages of this book right then and there. So it was not a shining moment for me as a mother and a wife, but I think one really nice thing about being a writer is that even when you're feeling really blue, you can sort of think to yourself, is there a story here? Maybe there's a story here. And that makes you feel a little better. And then in closing, I just want to say that I do not recommend putting pickle juice on a cookie. Very, very gross.